you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on another team from the ACC, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Cal Golden Bears offense will go to work first. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one, David.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going, make it easy, because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw at Shaw. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cal!
And that's what I think makes this tight end so dynamic. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. There's so many tight ends out there that are just possession guys, and they usually go down right after they catch the ball. This guy has the ability to, with his speed, to make people miss, and he showed it to you right there on that touchdown catch.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out, and they'll have the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge...
There he goes! He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. NC State quick to the line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Pulls it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Off the play fake. It's complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. Third down coming.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. NC State will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit some.
Touchdown, NC State! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
He's got the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
He'll go to the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Gonna let it fly. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have just, it doesn't exist.
Wide open spaces. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
What a start for this offense throwing the ball. I love how they've come out in this game, and they've been aggressive. They've already scored a touchdown, and here they are taking another shot and getting a big play. If you're on defense, you have got to find a way to slow this quarterback down.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. After that last completion, it's second down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Working the middle. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it first and goal. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fitted in the window for the score.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Shaw. Gets it to him on the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Golden Bears come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Hits the afterburners. The tag. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively, I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They go right back to it. Turning it on. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's first and 10 from the 31. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Throws to the wideout. This time on target. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's all. Throwing right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now, here's second and long. The corners are walked up tight. Gonna look downfield again. Finds the tight end.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, better look out. Oh, there's an alley-oop, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cal. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Still looking on the move. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now first and 10 from the 30. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll run it from the gun. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Never mind that field goal try. They'll go for it. 4th and inches from the 20. Trying to do it on the ground. Wolfpack will get the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on first and 10. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Touch pass on the jet sweep. Trying to get it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Makes the grab. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to throw, it's Shaw. Finds his tight end. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. A high kick trying to pin them deep. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Under fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the catch. They'll immediately call timeout.
Man, that quarterback knew that was a tiny window to throw into, and he just showed off his cannon of an arm.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the left. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on first down. Steps away. He'll get rid of it. Got it. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Crispin. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense showing blitz here. The play action fake. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. They get to him as he throws. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the ground game.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It'll be third and long. Wants to throw. It's Shaw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Bringing it back. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the middle. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. They're dealing with a second and long. They go to the ground. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, NC State. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Corner showing press. They want to be physical here. The give from the gun. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
They'll go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Yaw. With the catch, it's Bobo. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Golden Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Moncrief. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. NC State going up tempo. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adapting. Rolling, throwing, looking right.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Shaw. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. 2 running backs alongside the quarterback. The give on the inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Finds a man by himself. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. He wants to start this drive with a pass. A little release to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Golden Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snatches it on the right. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cal! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll keep it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. Off play action. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, that's a big-time blow, man. Once you get that under that 3-minute mark and you're down by multiple possessions and you got to put something together, the last thing you can do is turn it over because that clock is not your friend.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air, it's Shaw.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get...
And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I think after failing on the fourth down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
The give and tick, 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 tick. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man,
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And the extra point is good. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they